Before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, the bond between the rookies on this team did not take long to form. Prez and Young are a real complement to each other, and they're helping each other improve their games and take them to higher levels. The veterans on the team are quick to praise just how quickly the two have formed chemistry on the court. This franchise looks to be in good hands going forward. Guys?
Thank you for that, David. And Greg, when you watch Prez and Young out there, they just are always on the same page, it seems.
A great point. Both are rookies, but they already look like a pair that's been playing together for a decade. Very rare to see the chemistry they have this early in their careers.
Improved substitution here for Denver. Nurkic checked in for Jokic. Chandler comes in for Fareed. Gary Harris is checked in for Barton. And Prez is subbed in for Moutier. Portland also making some changes. Azili's checked in for Plumlee.
A five-star recruit coming out of high school. Davis still trying to gain the consistency he needs to fulfill his potential.
Inside, here's Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Gallinari's got his second basket of the night.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And a foul called on the shot.
Well, after Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard might be the most dangerous three-point shooter in the league at the point guard position.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than that.
With being able to pull up off the dribble with some incredible range. He's worked on his balance and ball handling, and those two aspects really are feeding into everything he's doing offensively.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Rabs checked in. Now here's Prez. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
Felt like he was just a wizard in that one, guys. Some of those passes were absolutely magical. It was fun to watch.
Well, what a run it was for Prez in college. He came in with so much expected out of him, and he lives up to the hype by leading his team to a national title.
And when it got down to the nitty-gritty in that game, you just knew he was going to shine. What a storybook ending for him to close out his collegiate career on top.
Now here's Prez. He is guarded by McCollum. Down low, here's Gallinari. The shot misses. Davis with some nice D. Trailblazers trail by 8. McCollum outside. Turner against Chandler. Turner passes to Ezeli. Nurkic with the steal.
What a great backcourt.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Now here's Prez. Inside. Chandler, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And Turner kicks to Davis. Chandler with the steal. And Prez with a clear path to the hoop. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
You want to talk about a team just destroying it in the NBA draft. This front office deserves a round of applause with their selections of Prez and Justice Young.
Kevin, great point. Not only did they get two good players in the draft, but they got two good players that work perfectly together. You can see the chemistry there already, and I think they have a bright future as a tandem.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
The Nuggets have made 3 free throws so far, haven't missed any.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And you think about the Nuggets over the years, a lot of great wing players, Brent, for this franchise. Current roster is very heavy with wing players right now, but they've had stars like Melo and Iguodala in the recent past.
Historically, the Nuggets have had some great small forwards. Think about Alex English playing in the 80s, probably the best Nugget of all time, and David Thompson, another great Nugget from the past.
Hands it from downtown. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
The defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for Prez.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. Good on the three-point shot. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Well, good hand-eye coordination, but he could only get the deflection very close.
Young's checked in for Gary Harris. Now here's Davis. 8 points his last outing. McCollum outside. Back to Davis.
Well, he can block shots and he can get some steals, and he's really upped his rebounding over the last few seasons. He gets it done on both ends, Kevin, and if you look at the numbers, he's one of the more effective centers in the league.
Young with no one around. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Pass to Ezeli. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way.
Well, he's seen it before where he can light it up with the best in the league, but right now, he just does not have the touch.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's McCollum. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers. Davis sets a screen. From deep three-point range, no good on the buzzer beater.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And, guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
No kidding. Found that range. Now they can't stop pulling the trigger.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Evan Turner, Allen Crabbe out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Davis, and it's Ezeli in at the center position. Good on the three-point shot.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about... all 5 from long range.
Trailblazers trail by 21, and Lillard kicks to Turner. Now the feed to Ezeli. Davis sets a screen. Dishes it to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Trailblazers shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded closely. Now Ezeli. Back to Crabbe. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, he is deadly in catch and shoot. Defensively, you have to try and make Crabbe put the ball on the deck.
Young passes to Jokic. Young outside. Pass to Prez. Lets it fly. Young with the pass, and Prez with the finish. Nice play.
And Prez will finish that play. And more importantly, Young knows that Prez will finish that. Nice score from Orange Juice.
Now here's Crabbe, defended by Young. That's a 2 from Lillard, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And you can see one thing about Lillard, he does not need much time or space to get a quality shot off.
Screen by Young to the middle. Layup off the pick. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, people forget Festus Ezeli was also a first-round pick of the Warriors a few years ago, but he was an academic prodigy growing up. He skipped kindergarten and the 5th and 6th grades. He had plans of becoming a doctor, but when he started playing basketball, he found himself behind the curve. He said, "Here I am as a 15-year-old kid, and I can't shoot a layup." But guys, he's brought that same work ethic from the classroom to the hardwood. He's improved year after year.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Offensive rebound, Chandler. And Davis sends it back.
Great anticipation. Davis light on his feet and using that 7'2" wingspan sends that one back.
Young inside. He's against Turner, and the dunk by Chandler.
And the pass there float up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Davis with a screen on Chandler. McCollum dishes to Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Screen by Nurkic. No one near Prez as he lets it go.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Hey, you looked really composed out there. Has patience on offense been a factor for you?
You know, it's not always easy to stay patient and use restraint on offense, but another way I play, can work wonders for me. So I think just waiting for the right shot has always been where I've had success here so far.
No question, not forcing the issue, right?
Exactly.
Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, hustle up. That was a great first half. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game, go home.
For the Nuggets, Harris is checked in for Gallinari. Murray comes in for Barton. And Prez is subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ezeli's checked in for Plumlee. Davis comes in for Leonard. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Allen Crabbe in for Lillard. Prez in at point guard. And this Blazers team built around pick and roll offense.
Well, Lillard out on the pick and roll is just so devastating, not only in driving the ball, but his continued proficiency from the three-point line. But last year, I think C.J. McCollum surprised a lot of fans. Maybe not a lot of coaches. Well, McCollum right now relentless on the offensive end. It doesn't matter how much he's scoring. He'll take a little more.
Now here's Prez, guarded closely. Launches it, traps in the tray. Prez has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Back to McCollum from 6 away. Again, McCollum missing. The Nuggets have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. Denver's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Off the screen, and again it's Denver. Now here's Prez. Not a lot of room. Pass to Young. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Denver. Denver grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
It's good. That's 28 points for Prez. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. Nurkic dishes to Prez. Back to Nurkic. Here's Chandler, and it's Denver scoring again.
Well, that's just sweet passing there from Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The three-pointer no good. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Laverne, the offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the layup. Laverne's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Denver.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Now here's Prez. He's covered closely. Another shot, and it goes as the official calls the foul. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, Shaq here. You guys played with a lot of confidence. But did you think the win would come this easily?
Man, I don't really think about games like that, man. I go into each one expecting to give it my all and try to get the win. And I expect the same of my teammates. You know, the fact that we won by a lot just means we all put in the effort and basically did what we were supposed to do. Easy as that.
Easy as that. Good job.